Good evening, guys. It's a 6:08 p.m. Today is Monday, and let's start with the notes. Okay. So overall view, stick with long still, right? Same above certain levels. Overall, stick with long means buyers will be there. Okay. But now see, this thing is going on for a while now, right? That's why this statement is there. But now the more it goes higher, right, you can stick with longs, but it comes with the risk, okay, unless there is a pullback, so today is all about Friday's closing and Friday's low, or preferred buyers, preferred sellers. See, the notes will be like lighter and lighter nowadays, right, because price is one way. So it's all about levels. Now backup sellers and backup buyers are the profit taking areas. Rest of the notes already in the chart that I shared with in this call. Look at both Friday's comment and today's comment. I kept the preferred buyers area and sellers same as Friday. That's all. Nothing much. So Friday's closing, Friday's low, preferred, backup, preferred, sellers, right? So, and dream number 690, 710, right? So see, this was a notable thing here. This was around right after open, right? See, if you look at NQ, it's an open drive, correct? Then it was a down move straight into dream number. See here, and damn thing held it, and then you can see this, correct? So when dream number is holding like this, and if you are short, you have to take a profit. See, I took this short, right? Now I'll explain you why. But I was holding for this target, then, but here at Globex high, see, this was before the news, this was a high, right? So I took a profit here, 70%, okay? Then rest of the 30%, my short was from 770. So I took I kept the stop there, and I was holding rest of the 30%. At that time when price was coming, I was watching ES, NQ, but I didn't realize because I was watching it in Ninja Trader, and I don't have a levels in Ninja Traders, but dream number and all this thing. So then I saw trade session that, hey, damn thing it bounced from somewhere here, right, from this 710. Why? Then I looked at, I forgot at that time. So then I looked at trade session. Yes, it was a dream number, right? So then instead of, so basically 20% stop loss was here, break even. 10% I said if it goes above 742, I will then bail out, 10%. And 20%, I will keep it there as a break even stop, since my short was from 770. Then I saw this, bounce, and price was right around 724, 725. Within a second, I decided, what, I cannot keep this 742 stop. I have to bail out. So I bailed out. Now I had only like one or two contract here. That's it. With break even stop, 770. And then when price was doing this, I get rid of it pretty much. Both of them, in this chop. And then I say, what, price is not gonna go anywhere until something happens, so there is no point trading in this mess. We were watching it, price was not going anywhere. It was like 1 hour of balance, almost 10 to 11:30. Now imagine if you are day trading and you are looking at smaller time frame, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, right? And now you are sitting ideally, right? Every candle, every second counts, right? So now you are watching it, and then you are thinking, okay, now it's gonna go up, now it's gonna go down, but then price was not going anywhere, right? So it doesn't make sense to sit around all the way through and then wait, So you rather just do something else, just close your monitor basically, and then come back later on if you want to trade, if price moved by the time, So here we stopped trading, and said, what, there is no more trading, we are done right here, but I had my short, that's it. So, and in this chop also I did like try to add one more, contracts here and here, but none of them worked out, so I just kept this profit, and then yes, there was a morning short right here, right, but it doesn't make sense to short in ES considering it was holding above yesterday's close. See, Friday's closing, which was this area, and Friday's low, important, right? Now if you look at it, price open, went higher, came back, held yesterday's closing as a pullback, which is this, right, with bearish disconnect. CAD was negative, right? So it was a good bearish disconnect. Despite that, it filled the gap and held it, right, and then it broke out like this. So in a way, yes, buyers were in control, but internals were not supporting in the morning. When price went like this, at that point, yes, they were supporting the idea of higher up price. But then when you are ready to go long here, and let's say you take this 42 pullback, see in the Discord I said 42, 43 is the key, you know. So ES was holding right here at 10, 12, and if you look at NQ, which was here, you know, it was breaking out, coming down, take out this low, again breaking out, coming down, see, again breaking out, coming down. So it was difficult, you know, to even go long at ES. First time 42, 43, if someone wants to go long, I said you can go long, right? But then, you know, it has to, this was the issue, you know. So what was the time? 9:40, which is 9:40 right here, right? So this was the issue too, because I shorted. Now let me first cover the short, right? So why I shorted it? See, NQ was going like crazy. See, I was not thinking that it will go like this today, right? If it wants to go higher, it will go down, you know, do something back and forth, then go out. But open drive was not expectation, you know, and then it just shoots higher. And then before that, at 30 news, it was right here, and then it started up, right? So it already moved up. Then on top of it, of the open, again moved up. So this is the exhaustion situation, right? So I was looking for exhaustion point. Okay. Now I realized that it went above preferred sellers area, which was a key area, right? So it went through it. That means buyers are there, you know. So buyers defended this, vertically went up, means on the way down, this area can act as a support. This area, okay. But if I short here, at least price can come back here, right? That's the whole idea. And then here I may go long also if I want to, right? So yes, at the same time when NQ touched 780, and that was a weekly level, you know, 783 basically. ES touched this area, which was preferred sellers area, right? So preferred sellers areas are important, right? So since ES was coming up straight from here after the news and open, right, and it's opening up right here, touching it right of the open, I zoomed down to the lower time frame, right, and I saw this is holding here, and at that time, you know, right of the open AD was negative, bearish disconnect, right? So instead of shorting ES, you know, since it was closing, holding above closing, buyers will be there above that area, I choose to short NQ, because see, from ES 46 to 39, right, that was official closing, and 42 was a real time level. So because of this chop, you know, so ES doesn't have a lot more to grab here, but NQ, if it chooses to come, it can come all the way down here. So there was 30 point, you know, to grab. So that's why I shorted here, took a chance based on this, and then look, price came down here, right? So now here it has to make a decision because of this dream number bounce, right? And this was the original Globex high. So you can see it, price was hesitating to go down, and ES was holding 42 firmly after having a bounce from here, right? So I was looking for a failed breakout again, you know, because of this chop, but then price was not going anywhere. ES was not letting go 42, 43 area. So you can technically go long here also, you know, but then it has to be like after the fact. You have to let price go first, then you can take a pullback. In this garbage, you know, when price was balancing for 1 hour, it is difficult to hold short or long, you know, in this area. So you rather not trade, and later on, once it goes through like this, now you are ready to trade at a pullback, because by the time buyers were proving their point, you know, so then you can take longs, right? Now since price was going like this, right, momentum was everywhere, see that. So, and it was difficult for a price to go higher and sustain it because of this chop, see that. So once it goes up, when you start seeing this, you have to assume that now price is ready for a pullback for your long, right. So in that process, since it was balancing any breakdown, right, at least it will allow price to come back to this balance, and that's where you go long, so here to here you can short also, right. So that is what I said in Discord, that I took this short. This was a short at 1224 in ES and 1219, which is this, in NQ. This was a weekly level we are talking about, and then you target. I said when price came down here, I said, because of this upward price action, there will be a buyers intraday, lot of buyers based on many supports from all the time frames, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute, all of them had a support, one by one. So it was difficult to hold, so I said bail out here, and you can take a reactionary long right here, around 1234 or so, right. So let me hold on, see here, but anyway, see 1236, the short setup was at 1224 ES and 1222 NQ, but you can't target past intraday mid and VWAP at that time of trade, okay. This is what I typed at 1237 right here, right here. You can play long here as well, see 1238 right here, reactionary only, see, and it was right here 1238, reactionary long, right. And if you are a runner, then this, but anyway, it was hard to hold even this, right. So you have to bail out somewhere here or here, if you see a chop. But that was the trade, long, and this was a short, this was a short, right. But overall it was not a good price action, even though it looks good after the fact. Price action trading wise, it was not good, but only level wise, yes. ES held closing, NQ just played a garbage move today, and this long also, it was also not good based on the disconnect, right. It was just based on the yesterday's closing, but that's not how we trade. Otherwise I would have taken the long, so if this AD was positive right here at 0, I would have taken this trade, but sometimes you have to let it go. And knowing 42 43 is a support, it's holding it in real time. I said clearly in Discord, this is a support. I didn't take the long here, because of this chop, and price was not giving me clear signal that it wants to go higher, and that's pretty much it for today, and that'll be all.